Origin and evolution of the chess game. The game of chess has a rich history that spans over a millennium, with its origin commonly traced back to northern India during the Gupta Empire around the 6th century Christian era. The precursor to chess was known as chaturanga, which means 4 arms, a Sanskrit word meaning 4 divisions of the military: infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots, which are represented in modern chess by pawns, knights, bishops, and rooks, respectively. From India, chaturanga spread to Persia, where it became known as shatranj due to language variation. Chatu changed to shat, and ranga changed to ranj. During the reign of the later Sassanid king Khosrau I, who ruled from the 531-579 Christian era, the gifts from an Indian king, possibly a Maukari dynasty king of Kanauj, also included a chess game with 16 pieces of emerald and 16 ruby pieces, green versus red. The Persian players introduced further refinements to the game, and it became deeply embedded in Persian culture. The name checkmate derives from the Persian phrase Shah Mat, meaning the king is defeated. Shah means king, and Mat means defeat. The other meaning is Shah means king, and Mat is actually a Persian word for maut, which means death. It means the king is dead. With the Islamic conquest of Persia in the 636 Christian era, shatranj spread to the Muslim world, reaching Spain and Sicily by the 10th century through the conquest of Spain by Muslims. From there, it spread to southern Europe, and gradually, the game evolved into its modern form in Europe during the late Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Notable changes included the introduction of 2 more powerful pieces, the queen and the bishop. Chess in the modern world. By the 15th century, the rules of chess were largely standardized, leading to the game we recognize today. The first known modern chess tournament took place in London in 1851, and the first official World Chess Championship was held in 1886, won by Wilhelm Steinitz. Chess theory and strategies were further developed in the 19th and 20th centuries, with significant contributions from players like José Raúl Capablanca, Emmanuel Lasker, and Alexander Alekhine. The game of chess continues to evolve with advancements in theory and technology, including computer programs that have revolutionized the analysis and understanding of the game. Notably, in 1997, IBM's Deep Blue became the first computer to defeat a reigning world chess champion, Garry Kasparov, in a match. Complexity and number of moves. The game of chess has immense complexity. The number of possible moves in a chess game is virtually limitless, leading to an estimated total of 10 power 120, meaning 100 octavigantillion different possible game variations. This astronomical number is known as the Shannon number, named after the mathematician Claude Shannon, who estimated it. To give a sense of scale, this is more than the number of atoms in the universe. Inventor and his mind-boggling reward. While the exact inventor of chess is not known, a popular legend attributes the creation of the game to an Indian Brahmin named Sisa ben Dahir. According to the story, a king of the Gupta dynasty was very fond of wars, and he extended his empire far and wide. During one war, he was badly injured and forced to be bedridden for a longer time. To cheer up the king, his one courtier, Sisa, invented a chess game for the king. This game made the king very happy, as he now could again play wars, but on the chessboard. He was so impressed by the complexity of the game that he offered Sisa any reward he desired. Sisa was reluctant to name any reward for the invention of the game, but on the insistence of the king, he requested a seemingly modest reward: 1 grain of wheat for the first square of the chessboard, 2 for the second, 4 for the third, and so on, doubling the amount for each subsequent square. The king laughed at his seemingly low-cost reward and ordered to give him a few bags of wheat. When Sissa insisted on calculating the number of grains first, and then his reward should be given to him, the king ordered the calculation of the number of grains. During the calculation, it transpired that such a number of wheat grains had not been produced in his whole empire during his entire reign. The number of grains by the 64th square came to an astronomical number: 18 quintillion, 466 quadrillion, 744 trillion, 73 billion, 709 million, 551,000, and 616. The approximate weight of a single wheat grain is 0.0065 grams. If this weight is applied to the grains in the 64th square, it will come to 1,200,338,364,791 metric tons. To understand this gigantic volume, it can be compared to the current level of wheat production in the world. In 2023, the world produced 780 million metric tons. If Sissa had demanded this reward today, then it would have taken 1,539 years to produce such an amount of grain. He was asking for a reward in the 6th century Christian era, when the population was smaller and the production of wheat was very low. At that time, the king would have needed several millennia to produce such grain and give it to Sissa. The king was so astonished by this reward and its calculation that he remarked that the invention of chess was like a child's game for such a genius who had demanded such a reward.